Hi, this is Angela Hart. I just wanted to give you a little information about my experience in Peru. The first time I went, trying to get this adjusted here, sorry. The first time I went to Peru was with my cousin, and she has we have a relative down there that's Peruvian, her ex-husband, and I was a little bit afraid. Now, I have lived in Europe and I've traveled around, but this is a third world country, so I was a little bit afraid to go. But something had always been calling me to go to Peru, so I said okay, and I went. I had the most amazing time down there with her. We didn't even have a tour guide. We just went everywhere by ourselves. And when I came back, I wanted to turn right around and go back to Peru. I immediately got on the computer to see what I could do. I was looking up uh, homes for sale even. I wanted to move down there because being there took me back to a simple, beautiful, loving way of life that we don't seem to have here in the United States. So I did end up going back down there 6 months later with some people, and we engaged the help of Angel Herrera's with Peru Travel and Healing. And they took such good care of us. Oh my gosh. They were so attentive, so friendly. They made sure that we were taken care of every little step of the way and that we were happy. And they are my friends forever. They took us to all the sites. We met up with Caro Indian masters from high up in the Andes, came down and did ceremonies with us and talked to us. We had um, really good food. And when I went there, before I went, I wasn't feeling well. I had some kind of a health issue, and when I got down there, one of the Caro shaman masters showed me how to give all this heavy energy to the earth. And I gave my tears and my pain and my sorrows and my grief and everything. I let it, Mother Earth took it, and she did what she does with it, and she gave me healing. So I found that the people down there were just very warm and friendly, and there were just lovers everywhere. They they don't hide that at all. They hold hands, they're kissing. People are laying in the grass on their lunch hour. They're lovers laying in the grass, enjoying the day. And we had such a wonderful time enjoying being around local people. There was one incident where I had bought all these souvenirs and had tried to use a payphone outside of one of the local it was a little grocery store, and outside the grocery store was a little phone booth thing, and I put my big bags of souvenirs down there to make my phone call, and walked off and left them there. And like a couple hours later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I left all those souvenirs there thinking that somebody would just take them and make money with it. Well, no, they didn't. The locals took those bags of my souvenirs and took them into the shop owner, and they were there for me when I went back searching for them. It just says so much about their country. None of their crime down there seems to be very mean-spirited. I mean, you do, like anywhere, need to, always look out for yourself. But I found out there was nothing for me to fear in Peru. I had the greatest time with Angel Herrera and Manuel Usca. They're very knowledgeable. They are so much fun. They make you laugh, and like I said, they really care about whether you're happy and want to attend to your needs. So this time I'm going and taking more people with me, and I'm also teaching the Inca wisdom, the shamanic Inca wisdom that I've been studying for about 20 years. So I'll be teaching some classes, and you'll be with the authentic Karo shamans, as well as Angel Emmanuel Uska, and you'll be able to sit right down on the top of the mountain in the grass and absorb all that energy that's around you and all the views of the mountains and the mist and the plants, and you'll see alpaca, and you'll see traditional natives dressed in traditional clothing who are always very kind. They're always very kind people. Lake Titicaca is amazing. We'll be going out on a boat, and we'll be staying with an actual Peruvian family on one of the islands on the lake. We're going to Machu Picchu and Cusco, and all in the Sacred Valley. I really believe it's going to be a healing trip, a life-forming, life-changing trip for you. And as far as altitude sickness goes, I personally did not have much trouble with that. And the first time I went, I had a little bit, just made sure I drank water and rested. The second time I went, I had no problem with altitude sickness. In fact, I was running up the hills, up the mountains, and the shamans were asking me, how are you able to do that? Because I just turned 60, and I think I was older than anybody in the group. And I was like, I don't know. So one of them asked me, well, have you been to Peru before? And I said, yes. And they said, well, you must have been activated by the power spots here, the energy spots like Machu Picchu, the sacred power spots. And I said, well, maybe so, or maybe it was the giving away of my sorrows and grief and all that about what was going on in my life at the time. When I came back from Peru, I had 6 months of nothing can hurt me. I was so strong. In fact, while I was down there, I had never felt better in my life. People were commenting on my pictures going, man, you look like you're just feeling great down there. I had never felt better in my entire life, and I did feel great when I got back. For 6 months, I felt like I was a mountain myself. I felt so strong, like nothing could hurt me, and nothing did. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience with Peru. I think it's going to be a fun, amazing trip down there. Nothing to be afraid of. And as far as the water is concerned, just make sure you have plenty of bottled water. Don't brush your teeth in the tap water, and stick to cooked foods. In the restaurants we'll go to, everything should be fine with all of the food, and you won't have any problem. So I hope to see you in Peru with me. I think we're going to have a great time. That's about it. If you have any questions, just give me a call or email me at info@ancientwisdommedicine.com. Have a great day. Bye-bye.